Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good. I'm Harvey Liss, a former Irvine Planning Commissioner. First, I'd like to note that the way things are for the past few years, it is logically impossible for OCPA to compete with Southern Cal Edison and provide 100% renewable energy to its ratepayers cheaper than SCE. SCE has over 100 years of experience with in-house staff purchasing energy contracts. Contrarily, OCPA pays high salaried staff and pays hefty commissions to outside consultants to purchase their energy contracts. And if SCE cannot purchase 100% renewables contracts because of limited availability, I suspect that OCPA can neither buy those contracts. And in spite of naysayers, SCE is still offering 100% renewable energy, although it may require being put on a waiting list. A few people I know who enrolled recently reported that they were either enrolled immediately or soon after. Note also that OCPA charges a stiff premium for 100% renewables. My last SCE bill showed a 15% discount for SCE's 100% renewable rate compared to their base rate. Now, Joe Muska just claimed that OCPA is offering a 2% discount on their base rate. Well, that's not really the case. They're offering a 2% discount on just the energy portion of the bill. The energy portion represents about 40% of the bill. So the actual OCPA discount for their base rate compared to SCE is only 0.8%. Whoop-de-doo. Compare that to the 15% discount I've been getting on my SCE bill since February. Further, SCE's renewable energy contracts are certified by a state-mandated organization called Green E. OCPA has no such certification. We have no idea what OCPA is buying. So what should the city do? Buena Park should first opt down to OCPA's basic rate for the city's own electricity use, like lighting the council chamber and other city facilities, and spend the savings on projects that have a direct and known impact on reducing global warming, like installing solar panels on all the city facilities and parking lots, and subsidizing installation of solar panels and batteries on residents' properties. Then Buena Park should opt out of OCPA and move itself and its residents to SCE. Now, SCE obviously needs the time to purchase sufficient 100% renewables contracts if Buena Park and its residents are switching to SCE. Now, it turns out, amazingly, that Buena Park can get on the SCE waiting list for 100% renewables while still with OCPA. Let me repeat that. Buena Park can get on the SCE waiting list right now for 100% renewables while still with OCPA, and worry about later how to get onto that. You should make that request immediately. There is absolutely no downside. Continuing to support OCPA will result in its inevitable and unavoidable disorderly bankruptcy, with the ratepayers bearing any assigned debt according to the Joint Powers Agreement. Thank you.
Honorable Mayor Brown and council members, my name is Michelle Johnson, and I've been an advocate for the ratepayers and OCPA. OCPA had a mission of delivering cleaner, cheaper energy to the member cities. Since inception, there have been 3 members now that have exited: Lake Forest, the County of Orange, and Huntington Beach. All 3 of these members determined that OCPA was not delivering cleaner, cheaper energy. Most recently, the city of Huntington Beach undertook a 4-month study of OCPA, their power purchasing practices, their rate-setting policies, and whether they were delivering to their residents what was being paid for. The answer was definitively that OCPA was not delivering to their residents what they were paying for. Both the county and Huntington Beach hired independent energy consultants who confirmed they would be exiting OCPA without consequences to their ratepayers. At this point, the council should consider the impact of OCPA's shrinking ratepayer base, the mounting liabilities of OCPA, including the recent contract to build a solar farm in Riverside County costing $330 million or $16 million a year for 22 years to the ratepayers, the continued lack of leadership, particularly from the city of Irvine, and lack of transparency at the agency, including poor financial controls and investment processes that continue. There has been no financial statement from this agency since 12/31 of 2022, and the agency has now been fined as of April 28th a 3rd time by the CPUC for not purchasing resource adequacy. In addition to the other unpaid fines, it now totals over $2.5 million. OCPA does not reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the city of Buena Park. You are better off devising your own strategy on a local level that your ratepayers in the city can actually monitor and benefit from than staying at an agency with continued management, financial, and disclosure problems. You need to give notice now to be effective July 1 of 2024 so that SCE can transfer the ratepayers and their energy and transfer costs can be mitigated. Please look out for your ratepayers in the city of Buena Park. Thank you.